ranking the treats that will come with the upcoming holidays in terms of tooth friendliness. I'm Dara Judge here in Truly Dubai, according to ChatGPT, in order of the worst for your teeth to the least worst for your teeth. And then I'll give you my professional opinion. So at the beginning, we've got lugamat. Now this is a local delicacy, I think. Next on the list, from Kanafa, we got pancakes with some dips, honey, maple syrup. No idea what the white is, but let's see. Cheesy, it's not sweet. Okay, so that's their next worst. In the higher end, ChatGPT has decided Haribo. Middle section of worst for your teeth with ChatGPT is Batil. Again, local, beautifully packaged, but a very well premier brand here actually. But these are dates and they are lovely because I've tried a lot of them. But that's high on the list. Middle section, we've got Galaxy Smooth Caramel. Next worst, Pachi. This is a local, I know it was local, but it's sold a lot here. It's like a luxury chocolate. It's really nice. This makes a nice present. I've received this from patients quite a few times. That's midsection. Next, Dairy Milk Whole Nut. Everybody knows this one, Cadbury's. That's in the middle section of bad for your teeth with ChatGPT. Towards the end of the list, we've got good old Maltesers. Now this is the one everyone's talking about here and at home. Fix, the Kanafa famous expensive chocolate. That's towards the end of the list with ChatGPT. Last, from this selection, ChatGPT have recommended celebrations to be least worst. Galaxy, Crunchy, Galaxy Caramel, Bounty, Milky Way, Snickers, Twix, Mars, Maltesers, so a bit of everything in there. Christmas favorite. Okay, so ChatGPT does not have teeth. In my professional opinion, what I think is the order of least worst to worst in this selection would be the pancakes. Our bottom of the list, it's a pancake with a little bit of syrup and some nice sauce and a dip and a bit of honey. That's a good breakfast. I think second least worst is the lugamat, which is soft, doughy pastry balls. Yeah, they're fried and they've got some syrup and they're sweet, but like they're not crunchy or hard or sticky, a bit sticky. What's next? I would probably say the dates. Batil is a premier luxury, very liked local brand here. Yes, we've got some sugary things inside, but like dates are really good for you. Third last, what's going to be next? I would say like cola bottles, like soft jellies, gummies. Zero resistance for your teeth. Yes, they're full of additives and sugar, but they're gone in a few seconds and they're not the worst thing to be eating. Yeah, they're not good for your teeth, but zero resistance. You're not going to break a tooth on those. Now, Pachi chocolate. These are also very well known brand over here and go down really well as presents or a gift for somebody. The reason I would put them a little bit above the cold cubes is the sugar content would be very high and some of them have nuts, but still a beautiful chocolate. So I'd say that moving up the list, this is mid-level for being like terrible for your teeth. Look, we all like chocolate. We all eat chocolate. We're humans. Okay, now we're getting into the upper end of what I think. What's the stuff that's gonna maybe give you a cavity the quickest if you're having them too regularly, which is really where cavities come from. Or if you bite on something and it's hard, it could break a tooth, it could break a filling, it could break a bit of enamel, or it could pull a filling out. So now we're looking for sticky stuff. So I would say between Fix and Dairy Milk. Fix, the famous one. I've had this a few times. It's too sweet for me. The sugar content is huge. So you have this regularly or too often, yeah, you're gonna get cavities. It's that simple. The chewiness, the stickiness of it, it's just like very slightly crunchy. It's a bit sticky. It can get stuck between your teeth. So if you're not brushing or chewing gum or something like that afterwards, that sticky caramelly Kanafa is definitely gonna stick in your teeth for a while. So they are a little bit dangerous. Sweet as hell, but look, it's so sweet and expensive, you're only gonna have one once in a while. So that's where I'd put that one. I'd put the Dairy Milk Whole Nut a little bit above that because it's got nuts in it, hazelnuts. So it's a big bar as well. So I've eaten loads of this stuff over the years, hence all the dental work. But this type of chocolate, high sugar content, big bars, you're gonna eat more of it, more chance of longer exposure of your teeth to the sugar that makes the bacteria eat holes in your teeth. And the nuts, slightly elevated chance of you breaking a tooth or a filling or restoration on that. So last two, and they're very similar because these Maltesers are actually in this bag. So let's say Maltesers are an old favorite of mine. I've eaten way too many of them, but the honeycomb is actually really crunchy and really sticky. It gets stuck between your teeth and even brushing won't get that out. So that'll hang around for a long time. You need to really be careful with cleaning after. So for that reason, I'm gonna put celebrations last on the list, but most dangerous for your teeth out of this selection. Look, it's got everything. Snickers, Twix, Mars, Maltesers, Galaxy Caramel, Galaxy something, Bounty, Milky Way. I've had way too much of this stuff for many, many years since I was a kid. We've all been at this at different times, but yeah, I've really overdone it and I've paid the price in terms of dental work, loads of fillings as a teenager, root canal treatments as an adult, crowns and ceramics as a old guy, 50, whatever, I'm not telling you, 52. Yeah, this has it all, but look, if I had to pick one out of that, it's gonna be a cold Mars bar sweet from the fridge because it's super chewy, quite hard, will stick to your teeth for a while, and the Malteser. You win, celebrations.